You did very well.
Okay, what's very low?
I'm going to call it an A.
Okay. I thought you were saying like a C or something.
No. No, 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 no. Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, that's what you played.
I know.
It's actually pretty funny, but it's funny.
Right.
It's really stupid.
No, that's good. It's because you were the one who seemed to break the ice for everybody else. In a way, I feel like you did.
It was only you and a student. That was it.
Right, because everybody else who went was a summer student.
Oh. No, she went first.
Right.
Yeah, she did go first. We're just waiting on Brittany.
Right. Well, there's quite a few in this class. You'd be
Really?
surprised. Yes. I know, as they supposedly watched the old archive of the internet. They got a lot of these too, don't they?
Wow.
They got the Silent Child. They've got the New Boy, Wireless.
So what's supposed to ask? Oh, why?
Oh, did you look up?
Agnes Karen Johnson. Karen Johnson. She said you're my new advisor.
That's fine.
Yeah, she's not. I guess she's not invited no more.
She quit.
Being an advisor, you can quit being an advisor.
I mean, what she's saying is that her grant only pays for that class to be taught. She's saying she doesn't get paid to be an advisor.
But she is technically retired for that.
Well, I mean, that could be part of it then too. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, she said you're my advisor. But I don't know what classes. I do know what type of classes I do want to take, and I do know what classes I need to take.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because I think I still have to take a computer science class.
Okay.
I want to take an intro to the computer science class. When we were looking at it, it was like, what was it? I don't know what computer science I'm supposed to take.
Really, any of them. As far as I can recall, it was any of them.
So then if somebody want to specify which one, then why do you take it?
They want to make sure you guys know how to use computers. It's kind of dumb. I agree with you, actually.
So why not just have? But my thing is like, if we're going to use Microsoft Excel, why not just require each person to take the Excel or Microsoft like course? So you can, make a spreadsheet and stuff.
I'm in agreement with you.
Because you have people taking a code class, and you even need it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a code class. And code is hard.
You really want to take one?
The computer science class, I really don't want to take one. But
right.
I would need to take one. I don't know how far behind I'm on my electives. I know I am.
Did anybody ever give you a check sheet?
Yes.
As long as you have that.
I have.
And the key is to make it digital too.
Yeah, I'm not looking for it.
It's not digital anymore?
It is, but it's my email.
Ooh. How big are they letting you send a PDF? Hello. You can send stuff in the email without a PDF?
You can.
Like 35 gigabytes, you think? Whew. Hello. How are you?
Good.
Did you get a haircut?
I think I might have.
You definitely look like you.
I always try to forget those days.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Because I used to have a ponytail all the way down to my waistline.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of funny that I have it cut now. I wonder if Do pictures save all the way back until like, and I don't think I have them. You know, when I had kids. So that's hilarious. I don't think that I have them. I would have to go into Google Photos. Is that where you see it usually?
Yeah, Google Photos have everything.
It's almost creepy how much they have. Let's see if there's an old. That would be really funny though. A ponytail from, gosh, how far back do you think they go? It says 1980. Is that true?
Yeah.
I think I cut it right when I wrote my dissertation. So that was right here. That would be my. Oh, crap. It isn't sending it. Should I try it in? I'll use Maildrop again. That's hilarious. What? Still won't send? What about just like from Gmail? Would that let it be big enough? I hate Maildrop. Oh yeah, see, there is a ponytail. That's a most definite ponytail.
Where we at? Ponytail?
Yeah, I had hair down to my waistline.
Oh no, I can't see that.
Yeah.
That was just a phase.
I mean, it was till I finished writing my dissertation, so you can't tell because you pull it all back behind your head. That's why. That's kind of funny.
That's the drop.
Yeah?
I closed all my tabs by accident. Now I don't know how to get back to the lesson plan. I don't know which one.
All your tests?
No, I closed all my tabs by accident.
Who's this for?
You.
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to say I closed my tabs and I don't know how to get back to the lesson plan in this freaking announcement crap. You know, all the links is, what are they? I don't know where to get the lesson plan.
That is pretty
The
funny.
real circle.
It was
I think it was.
the last announcement. You would go into the
I feel like I
D2L.
went through all these announcements.
Really? So D2L. We usually want it faster. That's the other thing. So if you go to D2L, then
And I'm still presenting on Friday.
that's good. That's always fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I just gotta finish up the last minutes.
So you go into the class and then probably you have to do all announcements. Say, look at every single one. And it would be, there's your guide, how to lead weeks 1 through 10.
Where is it at?
It looks like the third announcement. Let me make
I
sure.
don't have that on my end. I have the girls circle and syllabus. And then I have. Maybe you gotta look at my computer. Let's see.
So you have, oh yeah, it was on August 23rd, Relationships with Peers. That's what it's called.
Is this one?
Mm-hmm.
What's this? What are these?
Truffles.
Oh, yeah.
So Relationships with Peers shows you how to lead the group.
Yeah, this one.
That's 4 megabytes. Girls Circle Facilitator Manual is like everything. That's 13
Yeah,
megabytes.
this is what I need.
So August 23rd is what you're looking for, it sounds like. And then leading a group from that. So the relationships with peers. And then you attach a file. I'll try to send it even more updated. That way you guys got everything. Oh, they give you 2 gigs? Relationships with peers curriculum. There it is.
And then I see this bead activity for activity 1, week 1.
If that's the week you're leading, are you leading week 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to get some beads. It's telling me I need like 9 yellow beads.
Yes.
So for the bead game.
That's what's so good about them is that they tell you like exactly what you need to lead a group, like step by step by step.
I'm gonna go to the store and get some beads. Anybody got some beads in here? Before I go to the store.
Mm-mm.
You got to have the ones that you put in your hair.
The hair beads?
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't got none of those.
Do they still have those?
They
Are
got
those?
the beauty supply up the street.
They be blasting in that supply over there. Straight.
313?
Yeah. Bead.
Yeah, kind of.
That's the secret.
I was going to drive far to Dayton.
Ooh,
When she going to Sally's sister.
Oh, you ain't gonna find no beads in Sally's.
what's in salads?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the white hairs.
Oh, is it?
it's like,
They do got some.
I mean, they do. Like if you like last
They-
year,
they-
they gotta
they
be something in there.
cost stuff.
But like the majority like is okay.
Just like hair dye then? Is
yeah, it's
that?
more like for professional use, I would say.
Mm. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let me get into. It was downloads. That's what I have. Did one of you say I do not want to have that many files ever in my position? I agree with you. It's week 6 that I'm looking for. It's so hard to find some of these. That is not going to open whenever they have it listed that way. Oh, you can repair it. Okay. So apparently the grant that we presented to you guys Wednesday with Nikita, they have a 25% acceptance rate, which believe it or not is good. Most grants have like a 1% acceptance rate. So they fail 99 out of 100. So I'm hoping we actually get it. Hello. And that way, does anybody know how to pull a photo from here? When Dr. Perdomo found, he said that the food pantry is tomorrow too. This one right here, that. How do you save a photo from here? Any guesses?
I'm gonna try to copy and paste it into a file.
That might be how you do it. Okay, edit, copy. Nope. Or to there. That's what I just had open too. That's funny. I was also trying to show the ponytail. I don't know where else you would see it as visible. See, every time my face is forward, you can't tell. No. It's a weird ass looking cat. So I don't think that I guess there you can cut just because it's like coming out. The ponytail is like falling out. So then you can tell. But there was a funny one that was, oh yeah, see, it was like all the way down. Because somebody said, did you get a haircut? I'm like, yeah, but there was a time when I didn't get haircuts, and that was it until I wrote my dissertation. So let's see if it repaired itself. Have you guys, what other classes are you all in right now? Is it just Nikita's?
Nikita and then Karen John.
Karen's? Anybody in Karen's? Or you want to take both of them and do the internship? Anybody?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. That's good. Edit. Give page to the desktop, it will save. Doesn't it take forever for your hair to grow out?
No, I didn't take that long for me.
It felt like it took me 4 years to grow it that long. So
I don't want to get that long. Like, all the way down my freaking back like that.
yes, that's a long, way too long, I think. So we're also adding a forensic certificate. Have you guys heard about this? To do forensic social work. So,
How can you do that?
they got a $300,000 grant for that too. Dr. Genevieve Richie Ewing, she's like in sociology, and she asked us to create a social work forensic course, which I taught at NKU. So I used this syllabus, and I said, "Well, here it is." So,
So how can you do social work?
how do you see the social work info? What'd you ask? I'm sorry.
How can you like have a social work degree and work in prison?
A lot of people do. It's mostly in child protective services, though, because you're doing investigations on how whatever happened. So, I feel like every example I have to show you all a grant that could be written is 100 pages, because the other one, this one is 100 pages, and then the street outreach program is 100 pages. And that did include our trauma group. So we got $1 million for Lighthouse with this grant. So we always say, why do I have to write that long of a paper? And this is why. They really do want you to have everything, like who it's going to serve, how it's going to serve them, objectives, outcomes, and then your need for assistance. So we covered the 4 years previous to that and what we had done at Lighthouse, the number of homeless youths. The name of the grant was Ending Homelessness in 2020. I doubt homelessness was ended in 2020. But it had a good thought behind it. So we served 365 kids that were 18 to 24, and then 7 that were 13 to 17. Mostly because when kids are homeless, 13 to 17, that's a pretty serious issue. Like, how did they abandon their parents?
Yeah.
Who so a lot of times it may have been like transgender stuff or like severe mental illness, and they may have been safer at Lighthouse. So then in that sense they were runaway homeless street youth. And then this is the stuff at Lighthouse we did. They had maps that showed the areas. Like they would actually go under the bridges here in the Ohio River and like find homeless folks and get them outreach stuff like sandwiches and clothing if needed. Here's some of the other stuff. Okay, so our goal was to serve 4,000 homeless youths and have a trauma group for those that wanted to attend it. And then there were some pictures, so I wanted to show you guys that. When they went under the bridge, they would wear these shirts, and that way, like, the kids would know that they weren't cops, even though the shirt's blue and the dude looks like a cop. They had a minivan that said like Lighthouse Youth, so that's part of the grant. You know, you say all the different things that you're going to use the money for. We had a few billboards like this. One of the billboards was in Madeira, and it says, "One homeless youth is one too many. Every night in Cincinnati, there are hundreds, and they are victimized. Together, we can do this." So that was one of the billboards paid for by the grant. That minivan and the shirts were paid for by the grant. So you just like list every single thing that you're going to pay for on this grant. That was the last billboard we had put out. Then there was other marketing like websites, some of the locations. So this was the building that they had put up. So that was a big part of it. And they were updating the homeless building. They had two homeless centers, one for 18 to 24 and the other for 13 to 18. There's kind of the under the bridge spaces that they would visit. The homeless youth camps, or the homeless camps, I should even say, and there were youth there. So just showing the need for homeless services in Cincinnati. So that was like the first 20 pages. Also getting some of the cops involved, like in a good way. They even had the research on the All-Star game. So like just like the Super Bowl, the All-Star game is a venue for sex trafficking and exploitation. So the street outreach was training volunteers and MLB staff on signs of runaway and homeless youth. So this grant, and this kind of sets up your final paper. And that's why it looks like it's super long, 8 to 15 pages. But for us to get our point across in this one, it was 78 pages. So you've got to detail location and schedule, the staffing, at Drop-In Center. This was the big homeless place in Cincinnati. Even the security equipment, the policy they had in place for homeless youth, and just kind of outlining how the homeless groups would be run. So this is more a group, kind of a step up from Girls Circle, but then even showing like how they establish rapport. So harm reduction safety plans on establishing rapport. Then the Drop-In Center, when they establish trust, then you get and create a resource plan. And then reintegration services is like, how do we get the homeless youth back into society? And then shelter to stable housing, that's more level 3. And then level 4 is kind of continuum services. And then to pay social workers, that's why this was $1 million grant. So like you guys might just write $100,000 group, similar to the horticulture therapy group we're trying to create with Dr. Hunt here. This kind of had all levels of care and all levels of services. There's a special section for LGBTQ youth because that was 40% of the homeless population. And then the different places that the staff would show up. Like I mentioned going under the bridge, but staffing was Monday downtown in Price Hill. On Tuesday, would do downtown parks, over the Rhine, the coalition sites. Wednesday, downtown, the main library. A lot of people would go to the main library if they were homeless because it was free. And then the last 2 days, they covered Mount Auburn, Cincinnati State Campus, and then University of Cincinnati on Fridays. So as you are thinking about writing your final paper, I say connect it up with the group that you lead. So are all of you going to use Girls Circle for leading your group?
I'm not sure.
You don't have to. I love it when you guys find something else on your own. Like, how are you? Which group are you all going to lead? I know you've done yours. Just
I'm
use
like
the-
a Greek group.
So grief group,
I did mine.
your group. So you're writing your final paper.
No, I'm tripping. I think you talk about when we used to.
The Girls Circle.
Yeah. I'm doing a boys group.
So you're doing
Identity. Yeah.
okay. And then which group are you going to lead? Okay. Girls Circle, which then you don't have to pick your own, or you want to pick your own off the internet. The Girls Circle, which with that, I just sent it out to you guys again. So you've got weeks 1 through 10 that you could lead. And that's where it's helpful because it tells you everything. It really does tell you everything. You don't have to do it that way. That's probably the easiest. If you want to challenge, you can find your own and lead it. But I just sent it out here, the relationship with peers. Because leading of groups is sometimes the most stressful to some people. And I get it.
I thought it was easier for me, I just found some stuff today, but I thought it was easier for me to find something that I could relate to.
Oh, yeah. Which one did you
I feel
find?
like
I did a Greek group. I
Okay.
know you got printed, but I just printed off, and I got some stuff like how to cook in Greek. But,
Yeah.
I just feel like I've been through it, so I kind of can.
Yeah.
I think leading a group will be 10 times easier than me just acting like I did.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Which I forgot. I told you I sent one out on grief groups also. If you saw that on August 25th.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what gave me an idea.
Okay. You could use some of that material too. So I'll download this one, which you guys have all this in announcements since D2L is pretty janky. But it was called the Grief Recovery Method. So that has 8 weeks of groups you can lead. So you found your own and like kind of cool. That's good. This is as new as 2021. So you could pick any week from this also if you would like. So any of the 8 weeks. Girls Circle. Is there a week here that sticks out to you you would want? You can do week 1, connecting with each other. That's what you're doing. Week 2 is labels, exploring the news perspective. Week 3 is expressing myself. Week 4 is accepting all different parts of myself. Okay. And then that is on page 35. And you can download this. So it tells you like step by step how to do it. I'll go to page 35 for you. And then it just kind of like follow the order. It still blows my mind how much they sell these manuals for. Seriously. So there it is. Week 4 is accepting all different parts of myself, the activity. This is just the briefing of it. And then the next page will go more. You'll do a quick writing, group poster, and then bowls of compassion. The materials you'll want to try to get together, and we can help you with that if you need journals, poster paper, Sharpie and markers. We try to keep that up here now as it just stays there. And the purpose is to have girls learn acceptance and respect for the many different parts of themselves, to offer girls a safe way to express hidden or secretive parts of themselves that may not be expressed otherwise, and then to develop compassion and forgiveness towards themselves. And then as the facilitator, that's what we are as the social worker, preparing large poster or flip paper with 3 columns. We were also saying we could use this. That way it's like, don't like, and hidden. The girls can use this to stick on their labels, divide the colored Sculpey. I don't know what that is. Sculpey. Have you ever heard of a Sculpey? So sculpting clay according to the number of girls in your group, enough for each girl to make her bowl of compassion. Interesting. Okay. Bowls can be the size of a dessert bowl. Not desert, right? And then, so here's where the details. It'll have you do opening ritual, what some people do as like a music or a song first, then a theme introduction, check-in, highs and lows of the week, identify the exercise, and then, yeah, it gives you all the details all the way through how to lead it and what it would look like. So, was the one on the internet you found similar to this? Would it give you start to finish how to do it?
Yes and no. It I think it's more of like self-explanatory, like mindful. It's more
Right.
Like, it has an activity where you like try to focus more on. It makes you focus on yourself. Like it
Mm,
Both comic.
okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I worked at Ohio Mentor, they told me I would have to lead a group. I wasn't very thrilled about it, but I'm glad they made me have that experience because a lot of places you'll work at, they'll be like, so you led groups? Can you lead groups? And if you can say yes, even if you're like, yeah, I've led one that was our groups class. Do you all graduate next year? Everybody here? Okay. Cool. So that is the gist of it. You're going Friday. Still?
I'm supposed to go Monday. Remember, because I.
In like a week. Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, that works. That's good. It still gives us time to kind of sculpt the big, huge, long final paper. That seems like a big ass paper. What's the longest paper you guys have written so far?
Mine been.
Okay. So it's the same, 8 to 15, but you can get it
Yeah, that was my 8 page. It wasn't
Yeah, we're
supposed
going
to
a
be.
long paper with
It
you.
was supposed to be
done.
7.
It was 6 though,
It was
right?
7 pages.
For HBSE, Human Behavior in the Social
Yeah.
Environment.
Was it 6?
I think it was only supposed to
I
be
think it was
6.
7. Mine was 8.
Now you're making me want to look up the
I
syllabus.
was about to say, I definitely wrote a couple long papers.
Yeah, me too.
Because it be one, every class that we have is at least one long paper.
But an HBSE, it's usually 6.
I know mine
You
was.
say 6, but they don't end up being 6.
I know mine was.
I
8.
get that.
Like, I'm like, I know for sure mine.
It's also called 3011, right? There it is. Now you're making me want to look. Because I know in intro, the longest is 5. But then here, yeah, because it goes 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then on this one, it's got to be 6. You guys just took longer. You were overachievers. That's what it was.
Yeah, I like mine was 7. Probably, or it didn't make sense to take something out that's making sense. So probably 7.
Oh, Brittany found
Yeah,
this
but then
channel.
you got a lot more to say, so you just keep
Mhm.
extending it.
Did you also write it in Courier New? Because that makes it real long then. That's the
I think
trick.
I switched it after the time you wanted. Is this paper recording YouTube? That you want in this book page? Or do
Is
you want it-
is it, what did you say?
Is it supposed to be in that writing that you like? Too?
Oh, it's fine. That's just a way for you guys to extend it if you wanted to. So I see it does say 6 to 8. I would do 6 if I was a student because I was an underachiever. But I see where you guys got 8 out of it. Okay, I understand. And it was due in July, but that was last summer. Okay.
I was like, I know mine was 7. I was like, I'm in
Right.
the middle.
Friday, Monday. We sometimes have homecoming people talk, but I don't think this class covers a homecoming day. Oh, next Friday.
Next part is good.
During this class, they want to give the social work department a big check for you alls to apply to graduate schools with. Whew. So they want like a presentation too. But it might be like right when this class ends. So I don't know if anybody is free next Friday. They want to make a big to-do and take pictures and 2 o'clock next Friday, I think. Right when we end. If anybody wants to come and show up. Cool. You don't have to be. It's not during. I tried to make it during the class time so we could like skip class, but they wouldn't have it. I tried. Well, any other questions about leading your group? I know there is some on the internet, but sometimes it's easier to answer in person.
Questions?
Yeah.
You mean when you're done?
Nah, like after this class.
Oh, right. Well, that's kind of the direction we're heading. 12 and a half minutes left. Yeah. Any questions about how to lead your group? Because that's the. And remember, connect it to writing your final paper. Because the group you
That's it.
lead,
I think they're gonna- that's it.
The group you lead could be the group you're creating. So you just cite the hell out of whatever you're. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You got to streamline shit, make it easy on yourself. Connect your assignments. And then grad school, you do the same thing. You all research like one specialty topic and you continue to like write about more. I did refugee resettlement and just write more and more. And then my 150-page paper was refugee resettlement. It was like 6 3-page papers. That's how you get your doctorate. So always have like a specialty area and like a topic that you just continue to research, and you get the new stuff that comes out and you add that into it and you become an expert.
Like them homecoming tickets out too.
How much?
For everybody.
How much?
They want $25 for that step show. I'm definitely not going to that
They
step
better
show.
go ahead.
I don't
But-
think, ain't there only 3 people? I mean,
Active
Where is it? Where's the step show?
Right, I've already got
Baby Ray.
it. Baby face.
What about isn't that singer that we have as part of our school now going to sing at it? Yeah.
She not performing.
Why?
They can't afford Fantasia.
Yeah,
She
but
go with. What she mean?
I know.
You don't think she ain't going to win the money?
you
Shit.
gotta think though,
She's bad.
she's
still
a parent
too.
too.
That's
She's a what?
Not only do she gotta find a babysitter to be in a different state, she's online. So
What you bring your baby? I
Oh.
hold the baby.
I just
You'll hold the baby.
I do, but and you gotta-
Hold it
you wanna
hostage
see
like
what
$1 million.
You gotta think about her light year, all that. Yeah, she wanna get paid. She ain't gonna
They
agree.
might lower her.
They.
All right, we finished.